Welcome to our channel, where we explore timeless wisdom and practical advice for navigating life's challenges. Today, we delve into Stoic philosophy and its insights into relationships. Specifically, we'll discuss 8 things a man should always hide from a woman, as guided by Stoic principles. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner strength and maintain composure, even in the face of adversity. Therefore, a man should strive to handle his internal struggles with resilience, without burdening his partner with every detail. While ambition is admirable, incessantly discussing career aspirations can overshadow other aspects of life. Stoicism encourages pursuing excellence in one's endeavors, while maintaining balance and perspective. Therefore, a man should share his career ambitions thoughtfully, ensuring they complement, rather than dominate the relationship. Vulnerability is a cornerstone of intimacy, but sharing every fear indiscriminately can create unnecessary worry. Stoicism teaches us to confront our fears with courage and rationality. Hence, a man should discerningly share his innermost fears with his partner, fostering open communication while maintaining emotional stability. If you come our channel for first time, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel for more valuable contents such as Stoic philosophy, life lessons, motivational quotes. So let's get started. Stoicism teaches us the importance of maintaining emotional balance and resilience, especially in relationships. While vulnerability is crucial for intimacy, constantly exposing one's weaknesses can imbalance the dynamics. Therefore, a man should strive to manage his vulnerabilities with discretion, ensuring they don't overshadow his strength and stability in the relationship. In romantic relationships, mutual respect and admiration are essential for long-term harmony, while sharing vulnerabilities can deepen emotional intimacy. Revealing too much too soon can diminish admiration and respect. Stoicism advises moderation and discernment in disclosing vulnerabilities, allowing the relationship to flourish without undermining mutual admiration. A man's ability to provide security and stability is often valued in a relationship. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reliance and resilience, qualities that contribute to a sense of security for both partners. Therefore, a man should handle his weaknesses discreetly, striving to overcome them without relying excessively on his partner for support. Stoicism champions self-mastery and autonomy as pathways to inner peace and fulfillment. While seeking support from a partner is healthy, overly relying on them for emotional validation can lead to codependency. Hence, a man should address his weaknesses independently, seeking guidance and support when necessary, while maintaining his autonomy. Every individual has their boundaries and preferences. When it comes to vulnerability in relationships, Stoicism encourages respecting these boundaries and honoring each other's individuality. Therefore, a man should be mindful of his partner's comfort level with vulnerability, adjusting his approach accordingly to maintain harmony and mutual respect. Directly confront another harmful misconception that sometimes gets incorrectly associated with Stoicism: the idea that a man must always hide his mistakes, flaws, or failures from a woman. This view represents a complete misunderstanding of authentic Stoic virtues and philosophy. The great Stoic thinkers, like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, never advocated hiding faults or presenting false images of perfection. On the contrary, their teachings focused intensely on rigorous self-examination, truthful self-awareness, and striving to develop one's character through reason. Seneca emphasized the importance of having a few true friendships, where one's whole self, flaws and all, could be revealed without shame or fear of judgment. The Stoics understood human imperfection and believed growth required grappling with one's mistakes honestly. Marcus Aurelius provides particularly eloquent guidance on dealing with errors and shortcomings. He wrote that we should blame no one unless you find you can also assign blame to yourself, and even then, don't assign blame. Attend to the mistake instead. True wisdom comes from acknowledging failures dispassionately, without self-flagellation, then working constructively to improve. Moreover, the Stoics advocated developing virtues like courage, justice, and self-control through facing reality. Making efforts to conceal weaknesses, by their standards, would undermine accountability and prevent maturation. Hiding mistakes represents an avoidance of responsibility and truth-seeking. Ultimately, Stoic masters were deeply concerned with upholding duties through strong relationships built on sympathy, an innate sense of kinship, care, and mutual understanding between people. Presenting a facade of flawlessness in a partnership directly opposes this vision in favor of an unhealthy ego protection and potential for deception. True inner strength comes from facing human limitations head-on with equanimity and rationality. Let us have the fortitude to embrace vulnerability openly, admit errors without shame, and resolve to improve, as guided by authentic Stoic virtues and wisdom. Let's talk candidly about the notion that a man must hide his dreams from a woman. Some misguided folks believe a real Stoic man should conceal vulnerabilities and aspirations from his partner for fear of appearing weak or dependent. But this harmful myth contradicts the core principles of Stoicism. The Stoic philosophers, like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, advocated lives of virtue, built upon truthfulness, reason, and maintaining right relations, not toxic stereotypes. They recognized the universal dignity of all human beings, regardless of gender. Their teachings convey a fundamentally egalitarian brotherhood of humankind. Hiding dreams signals a lack of trust and emotional maturity, hallmarks of poor character. True strength comes from being unshakably grounded in virtue, not projected false bravado. An authentic Stoic man embraces vulnerability as human nature, while remaining steadfast in his responsibilities. Real Stoic sages modeled transparency and accountability in personal relationships. Epictetus wrote, "In every affair consider what precedes and what follows, and then undertake it. What precedes dreams being hidden? Fear, shame, deception. What follows? Isolation, erosion of intimacy." In contrast, openly sharing hopes and drawing reciprocal inspiration allows partnerships to thrive. Healthy relationships are founded on mutual understanding, support, and shared purpose, qualities respected by Stoics. A commitment to clear expression, calm reasoning, and loyal cooperation should guide our conduct. reject destructive gender biases in favor of embracing the universal truth. The Stoics taught that we are all inseparable members of the human community, deserving of dignity. Judge character based on wisdom and virtue, not archaic stereotypes of manhood. Our shared hopes and vulnerabilities make us humane, not weak. I want to address a very misguided view that sometimes gets associated with Stoicism. The idea that a man must always hide his feelings and vulnerability from a woman. This could not be further from the truth of Stoic philosophy and virtues. Let me explain. The Stoic thinkers, like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, thought that human beings of all genders share an essential dignity and capacity for reason. They believed in upholding honor, wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control as universal virtues. Rigid gender roles or expectations to suppress emotions were never part of their doctrine. In fact, the Stoics emphasized maintaining healthy emotional balance, not denying feelings completely. As Marcus Aurelius said, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Cultivating thoughtful self-awareness was key, not indiscriminate suppression. More importantly, one of the core Stoic principles was always striving for truth and rejecting deception or false pretenses in relationships. Authentic Stoic conduct involved building bonds of mutual understanding and accountability. Maliciously concealing one's inner world from any person goes against these foundations. Epictetus taught analyzing our judgments dispassionately and maintaining right relationships based on sympathia, a sense of kinship, and care for others. A true partnership allows both people to openly express hopes, fears, and vulnerabilities without shame or criticism. This is human nature. The false notion that manliness requires a facade of permanent stoicism or emotional unavailability breeds harmful isolation. It stems from insecurity and unwholesome gender stereotypes, not Stoic virtues. Let's empower men and humanity to embrace true inner strength through authenticity, reason, and nurturing healthy, accountable connections. Now, to discuss an unhealthy belief that's sometimes associated with Stoicism: the notion that a man must always hide his secrets and personal matters from a woman. This is a complete misrepresentation of Stoic principles. The Stoic philosophers placed great emphasis on truthfulness, honor, accountability, and developing one's character. Deliberately deceiving or concealing important information from a partner goes against these core virtues. As Epictetus said, a Stoic should strive to build healthy relationships based on the principle of sympathia, a sense of kinship, care, and goodwill towards others. Authentic human bonds require mutual understanding and trust, not walls of secrecy. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself to revere the faculty which produces opinion, meaning we should revere reason and carefully examine the judgments behind harmful opinions and prejudices. The view that men must be emotionally unavailable or hide their inner selves stems from an irrational bias, not wisdom. True Stoic sages modeled openness, self-reflection, and accountability. In their closest relationships, Seneca advised cultivating a few deep friendships, where one's whole character could be revealed without pretense. Hiding core aspects of yourself is incompatible with such virtuous connections. This toxic myth likely arises from antiquated gender stereotypes that promote the unhealthy suppression of emotions and manufactured stoicism in men. But real inner strength comes from living authentically, according to one's reasoned values and duties, not from false bravado. Let us empower humanity to embrace mature vulnerability, reject gender-based deception, and build relationships of mutual care and transparency. This is the true essence of Stoic conduct in partnership. Next, to confront a harmful myth that gets inaccurately attributed to Stoicism: the idea that a man must always hide his pains, struggles, and vulnerabilities from a woman. This view completely contradicts the core principles and wisdom of Stoic philosophy. The great Stoic thinkers, like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, taught that human beings of all genders share a fundamental dignity, capacity for reason, and moral purpose. Their teachings emphasize developing virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control, not adhering to rigid, toxic gender norms. Marcus Aurelius said that the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. The Stoics did not advocate indiscriminately suppressing emotions, but rather cultivating self-awareness, acceptance, and thoughtful emotional balance. Moreover, Stoic conduct involved building bonds of care, accountability, and mutual understanding between people. Epictetus stressed the importance of sympathia, a recognition of our shared kinship. As members of the human community, maliciously or fearfully concealing one's vulnerabilities goes against this foundation. Authentic human relationships require openness, empathy, and the space to have difficult conversations. A real partnership should allow each person to express hopes, fears, insecurities, and pain without shame or criticism. This mature vulnerability is part of the human experience. Any notion that manliness requires putting up an impenetrable, emotionally unavailable facade is rooted in outdated gender biases, not in Stoic wisdom. True inner strength comes from facing life's hardships with honesty, reason, and resilience, not from a false projection of invulnerability. Let us empower all people to embrace authenticity, reject dehumanizing stereotypes, and nurture relationships built on trust, accountability, and care. Only then can we live according to Stoicism's timeless vision of personal character development and human flourishing. Now, to directly confront another misguided belief that some unfortunately associate with Stoicism: the idea that a man must always hide his sensual pleasures or enjoyments from a woman. This misconception is completely at odds with the core values of Stoic philosophy. The great Stoic thinkers and exemplars, like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, advocated lives of virtue founded on reason, accountability, truthfulness, and right relations between people. Their teachings conveyed a fundamentally egalitarian vision of the shared dignity and moral worth inherent to all human beings. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, "Revere the faculty which produces opinion." In other words, examine carefully the judgments and assumptions behind harmful viewpoints. The notion that men should hide natural joys or vulnerabilities signals a deep-seated irrationality rooted in gender prejudices rather than wisdom. The Stoics believed in exercising self-control and moderating desires through the guidance of wisdom and duty, but they never taught an ethic of complete denial or suppression of all pleasures or expressions of intimacy. In fact, several of them, like Seneca, were married with children. Truly virtuous conduct in a partnership, by Stoic standards, involves the ability to express oneself authentically and find mutual understanding. Epictetus emphasized sympathia, a sense of kinship, care, and goodwill between partners in all relationships. Bonds thrive on transparency and accountability, not deception or artificial pretenses. Hiding joys or genuine needs from a spouse or companion represents an immature avoidance of vulnerability. It depletes trust and erodes intimacy, rather than building connections through honesty and reason. The Stoics would have seen such compartmentalization as running counter to human nature and our roles as social beings. True strength comes from facing life's experiences with honesty and equanimity. Let us reject harmful gender stereotypes that encourage destructive isolation in relationships. The Stoic path unfolds through nurturing authentic connections with those close to us. Only then can we hope to pursue virtue, truth, and fulfillment as intended. I want to address another flawed and harmful view that sometimes gets incorrectly associated with Stoicism: the idea that a man must always hide his love and affection from a woman. This idea utterly contradicts the ethics, wisdom, and virtues upheld by authentic Stoic philosophy. The ancient Stoic sages, like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, never advocated for hiding emotions or suppressing genuine attachment, affection, and care. In fact, their teachings had deep reverence for human relationships, truth-telling and upholding duties of accountability, justice, and care between people. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together." The Stoics recognized that human beings are, by nature, social creatures, with the capacity to form meaningful bonds and to reason about our role in building constructive relationships. Epictetus constantly reminded his students of the principle of sympathia, which describes an innate sense of goodwill, kinship, and concern we should feel towards others. Concealing feelings or love contradicts this foundation. Moreover, Stoic thought placed tremendous value on self-awareness, truthfulness, and rejecting self-deception or inauthentic conduct. Maliciously hiding one's inner truth and feelings from another person fatally undermines virtue and healthy bonds. It stems from insecurity and lack of courage, not any noble intent. An authentic partnership, by Stoic standards, requires empathy, self-examination, and the ability to be vulnerable without shame. A mature relationship allows both people to openly express love, fears, needs, and pain, not just put up emotionally unavailable pretenses. This pernicious myth that real men should hide emotions is clearly rooted in toxic masculinity and irrational gender biases, not in Stoicism's egalitarian values of universal human dignity, truth-seeking, and care for one another. Let us empower all people to embrace honesty, vulnerability, and the wisdom to nurture authentic relationships of mutual understanding. This is the path to human flourishing advocated by the revered Stoic masters. And there you have it. Stoic wisdom applied to modern relationships. Remember, while honesty and transparency are vital, discretion and emotional resilience also play crucial roles in fostering a healthy partnership. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, stay stoic. Thanks for watching. If these Stoic philosophy helps you to drain your bad habits, hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in comments, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for more contents. Until next time, stay calm and happy. Take care.